CMOs, as they are called, the collective management organizations, are very critical cog in the wheel of monetization for the artists, because there are two sets of rights that artists generally have. Some rights can be managed individually, and there are some that are practically impossible to manage as an individual artist. And these are the rights that the CMOs now hold. It's a collective of the assignments that artists give for the purpose of management. So they are established for that purpose, and they are very critical, as I said, in connecting the artist with the market, the users. For example, if you look at the music sector, the CMOs are supposed to collect from public places, radio stations, from the internet. That's practically impossible for an artist to monitor the use of their particular music. And so there's like a clearinghouse or a marketplace where the users come in and pick whatever they need to use and pay, and then the CMOs, on the other hand, when they receive the monies and they negotiated a good price, a good deal for their members, are supposed to pass on the amounts to their members. So that's really their role. So they are very, very critical. As we move ahead, their role may diminish, because with technology, we expect that there are certain things that were not possible before, but are now possible for the purpose of individual management. So, and then there's also the question how they will evolve in the future, that people are now looking at a global scale rather than national. Most of the CMOs are organized nationally. They are licensed by this office. At this moment, we license them annually. We are looking at expanding the length of time to 3 years. And then, of course, this is also another area that is quite controversial. Every time there are distributions, there are always complaints and media reports, and there are nearly riots. So recently, a law was passed that brings government oversight closer to the CMOs than the way it has been at the moment, before the amendment was passed. So at the moment, we are, by that law, we are able to go and do forensic audit, do inspections. The previous law only allowed us to receive one report a year, and just a list of activities that the CMOs have undertaken, a list of members that a CMO has paid, and or why it has not paid, and that was all. And we had an option of denying them a license or taking away the license. The new law now creates an opportunity for us to engage further and avoid the possibility of a license being withdrawn or denied to a CMO, because also to build a CMO is very difficult, and with the assignments that people give, the assignments are intended to be for the long term. So getting people also to join a new CMO is a problem. What do you do with the assets of the former CMO? How do you undertake a winding up? So those are the issues which we didn't address, and so we don't want even to contemplate. And the law now has brought us that opportunity to be able to save the situation before it goes out of hand. It is not compulsory, but it is desirable that they do, because people always want to maintain their right to association. But that means even though somebody is not a member, should there be an income that is due to them, they should be paid, because the CMOs, we register a CMO for certain rights. and there will not be any other CMO for those rights. So they are supposed to offer a blanket license to the user, so that tomorrow one artist will not go to a station and say, no, you worked with the CMO and you used my music or you some other works, so I need my payment. The payment you paid did not reach me because I'm not a member. So there are supposed to be measures to ensure that even a non-member artist gets their income through a CMO, because the CMO offers a blanket license. So it's a very desirable thing, because then when you're a member, you are able to make decisions. If you are not a member, of course, you are a stranger. You cannot attend the AGM, and you cannot make decisions. You will just complain, and you have no clout. And you can vie as well if you are a member. So it's very important that artists are encouraged to join and take an active part and role in the management of the CMO. We have developed some guidelines now on how the usage will be. Our ideal is 30%, but with that is admin costs. But if the figures that we are talking about are higher, then at a certain point we have to cap it per a certain specific limit in amount. So at the moment we are still comfortable within the 30%. But in future, in the very near future, we may find that 30% is too much money. So you have to go down. Other countries are now at 10 or 5%, and that is where we are headed.